Games Radar recently interviewed Martin Scorsese at the Cannes Film Festival regarding his career, in particular his breakout film Mean Streets and his most recent picture The Irishman. The discussion mainly revolved around his shooting style and storyboarding. Scorsese talked about his trademark storyboarding and how he uses less and less of it nowadays. He mentioned, "All the boxing scenes in Raging Bull were designed on paper. We shot all the fight scenes first, 10 weeks, it was supposed to be 3. All of Taxi Driver, all of Mean Streets, primarily just because of the short schedules. I needed drawings to show the cameraman and say this sort of thing, to explain how I saw it. At the same time, my heaviest influences were the films of Eliza Kazan in the 50s, where you can have a 2-shot and hold the camera and it's just the people in the frame. John Ford would hold the camera on 2 actors, so I've stopped doing drawings and notes for certain dialogue scenes. I need to work with the actors to be on set to see the location." He was then asked about whether he storyboards less these days, to which he replied, "In this latest film, there are so many scenes, almost 300 scenes, and it was hard to get to location, but when I got there I'd work out the angles, but it was primarily bringing out the actors and making the shoot comfortable. That became the mise en scene for me, and that has a lot to do with On the Waterfront, East of Eden, Wild River, beautiful films, but Taxi Driver, Mean Streets and Goodfellas were all drawn." It goes back to what Scorsese said last year when he talked about the differences between Goodfellas and Casino and this new film. Scorsese said, "Putting Goodfellas together was almost an afterthought. At times I was kind of rushing. I felt I'd already done it before because I'd played it out in terms of the camera moves and the editing and that sort of thing. The style of the picture, the cuts, the freeze frames, all of this was planned way in advance, but here it's a little different." It's incredible to think that there's going to be almost 300 scenes in the film. He's hoping for a mega long epic. The usual length in a screenplay for a scene is around 2 pages, with an entire screenplay being anywhere from 90 to 130 pages long. This is involving a lot of rough estimations and guesswork, but usually the amount of scenes that make it into a final cut are around 70 to 100, which would give you a 100-minute or so runtime. 300 scenes sounds like 4.5 hours worth of content. Although when you think about it, knowing the way Scorsese works, a lot of these scenes may be really quick cut 5 to 10 second scenes like those he implemented in the likes of Casino, perhaps taking up a line in the screenplay, using quick cuts and inserts to quicken the pacing. We also have to consider the fact that there's still editing, so many of these scenes might not even make it into the final cut. Still though, the fact that at this time there is 300 scenes in the film is yet another reason to look forward to what will surely be a brilliant film. Thanks for watching.